and welcome to another instalment in our series of videos on eDIL, the Electronic Dictionary of the Irish Language, which we hope will help you find your way around the resource and search it successfully. In this episode, I want to take a closer look at advanced search. This option is not immediately obvious on the eDIL homepage, but if you click the Search tab on the bar across the top, a list offering advanced search as well as basic search drops down. The first level in advanced search features a search box with an option to confine your results in a number of different ways. The search box here works exactly as it does in basic search, so it's insensitive to marks of length and to capitalisation, and wildcard searches can be carried out by replacing part of the search term with an asterisk. If you need to refresh your memory, you could watch the episode on basic search again. Confining the search to the head word here has all the same advantages and disadvantages as checking the head word only box in basic search. That's to say, if I search for CR*B, I'll be taken straight to all entries in the dictionary which begin with CR and end with B. The benefits of filtering results by definition and translation have been covered already in our video which explains how to search for English words, and citation comes up again in the languages of eDIL. So I'll focus here on searches for inflected forms. Choosing inflected forms means searching the forms section which is at the top of some entries. If we look briefly at the entry on focal, a word, you'll see the forms section before the first definition. There are some limitations then to the eDIL advanced search for inflected forms, because of course many inflected forms occur in the citations in the main parts of the entries, but because they haven't been listed separately in the dedicated forms section at the top, this feature will not pick them up. Searching the citations, you can see, for example, that there are multiple occurrences of the he throughout the dictionary. But in the advanced search inflected forms, this form gives no results. The inflected form search is probably most useful then in helping you analyse particular forms. Using it, you can quickly establish that, say, dóróchar might be a third person past tense of dóróich. While the inflected forms function can help you analyse a particular grammatical form, the grammatical section of advanced search is designed to help you find all examples of particular grammatical categories which are tagged in the dictionary. Remember that again, searches here will be confined to the forms section at the top of entries. Under a range of headings, there are various options. Select those which either alone or in combination identify the grammatical category you're interested in. Leave the search box empty and click Go. So you could bring up all examples of neuter nouns by clicking for the part of speech is noun and the gender is neuter. You'll find yourself with 902 results. Or you could look for all genitive cases of a stem nouns simply by clicking part of speech noun, a stem, and the genitive case, and you'll end up with 391 results. As is only to be expected, there are again certain limitations. You might be in search of genitive plurals, but because genitive cases and plural forms are two separate categories here, results will contain genitives and will contain plurals, but won't necessarily contain genitive plurals. So you can see one of our results here for contains the genitive singular and the accusative plural. For obvious reasons then, the fewer categories that are selected, the higher the proportion of relevant results. You can easily generate a list of all O-stem nouns, but a search for examples of the second person plural present subjunctive of a verb is likely to have a substantial number of irrelevant results. Play around with the various combinations and you'll soon find out which searches produce the most reliable results. And remember that you have to actively switch off each search criterion when you're finished. These don't automatically reset. A final word here about the potential of using these filters for grammatical features in combination with the search box. Should you find yourself in a situation where you know the first few letters of a word in a medieval Irish text, and from the context you can deduce the part of speech in question, you can carry out a wildcard search to identify possible candidates. Assume, for example, that you know a word begins with the letters CAS. You know this is likely to be a noun, and you know that this section of text has to do with a cloak. By entering CAS in the asterisk in the search box, selecting noun in the grammatical categories, you arrive at the likely candidate to casan, an ornament or fasting on a cloak, much more quickly than if you were to conduct a basic search, even with the results limited to head words. And with that, it remains for me to invite you back for the final episode in this series, a quick look at the many different languages which are tagged in eDIL.